Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Well, interesting. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, to be honest with you, but some interesting, two more witnesses to Rosh Hashanah. Now, I say that quite openly. I or they do not, and admit they do not know it's rapture, but it's very interesting. And I want to go into some of these things and show the clips of them. Firstly, I'll say I know I can show Brenda's because we've worked together. I'll show her a clip, and I'm not sure about Tim, but Tim, if you see it, please contact me by email and I'll take it down if it offends you, because I can't get you on email. You're a busy man, but I love you, brother, and I love my sister Brenda. I want to say that, and I believe what they've said is so significant, and three witnesses, because I've had the same thing. And I want to take you back to the original. Before last year's Rosh Hashanah, 2020 Rosh Hashanah, I had a vision round about this time of 2020, about June, July 2020. I didn't date it, but I can tell you what I put in my journal. I write a journal on the things that I asked the Lord. I asked the Lord of a night time. I sleep on it and then wait till the next day to get an answer. So that's what happens to me. I'd suggest do it. But I asked, can you tell me when the Lord will take the bride? It's very important that I wrote it down, because I could have said anything there. Could you ask me when the rapture date is? But I didn't. I said, can you tell me, question to the Lord, can you tell me when the Lord will take the bride? And the next day I was driving my son to school when Rosh Hashanah was going through my mind over and over again, virtually till I was singing it. I mean, literally, I was on the way back. It was a 7-minute journey. I've said this many times, 7 minutes either way. And on the way back, I was going, Rosh Hashanah, Rosh Hashanah. It was not going away. And I thought, this Rosh Hashanah. Bear in mind, this is before last year's Rosh Hashanah, 2020 Rosh Hashanah. And I wrote it down because I was thinking trumpets. I wasn't associating Rosh Hashanah with trumpets at the time. So Rosh Hashanah was quite new to me, for want of a better word, for saying it that way. So I wrote it down and went upstairs and made a note in the journal on that day, but I didn't date it. And then at the beginning of this YouTube channel, I went out on my own, not to go off point here. I went off on my own, just obediently put up a video, and I'll be honest, I took it down, privatized it, unprivatized it. I wasn't sure, but then did it, asked for a heart of David and did it, and I didn't know where it was going. I really didn't know where it was going. I handed it to the Lord. I didn't know. I knew I had to do something. I'd done much on YouTube, 11 years now on YouTube. Them channels are gone, I think. I don't need them anymore. I need to do the Lord's work, and that was how I focused. But I got this idea sort of 6-7 months into releasing that first video, that I had to get together end timers. And I was wrong. That was a feeling that was nearly correct, but not correct. Okay? Because I tried it and it didn't work. There are so many differences of opinions on end time dates that it just didn't work. But what I think it meant was that to wait for witnesses about the date. This was before I ever had that vision. Okay, I just want to clarify that. I think that was witnesses before that date. Okay? So, quite recently, I started to think about this year's Rosh Hashanah. I mean, quite recently. And when I started to search Stellarium, there's a Revelation 12 sign. Okay, but the sun is not in her hair, in her clothes, and the moon is not at her feet till the 11th, which is the middle gap. When Laura said to me, my sister, that they wouldn't be in the fields gathering, harvesting, grinding, marrying, and the rest of it on a feast day. And I thought that could be the 11th, which led me to believe. But pretty well after I released the first video, these are all on a playlist, including Tim's and Brenda's, which I'll put here. In here, there's the link, and in the end screen. I'll put the playlist there. And I thought about what Laura said. I thought, no, they won't. So that was a middle bit. So it's between feasts, and we've sort of come to tabernacles. So I'm waiting to see what Tim says and Brenda, because they're both not saying this is rapture, as you'll see in the clips of videos I'm going to show you. God bless you if you both allow me to do this. I really mean that, because it's, in my opinion, 3 witnesses. So just have a look at both clips first.
July 4th is a huge, significant date. And I can't tell you exactly why, but there is something in the spiritual realm that is going to have an impact on the physical realm that we live in that is huge. Again, please don't go out there saying I'm saying the rapture, because I'm not. There are many other things at play right now, and prayers need to be praying. And then it flashed forward, and I'm telling you, heaven was rejoicing over Yom Teruah, over the Feast of Trumpets this year, Rosh Hashanah. Again, I'm not saying the rapture. I'm just telling you, between this July 4th and Rosh Hashanah, there are some really significant things. And for believers, be praying. God is so good. And so I need to share with you guys what those dates are, what the Lord gave me. July 4th is huge, is significant. There's a shifting happening, and good things are coming. And keep your eyes on the Feast of Trumpets, on Rosh Hashanah. Huge, significant date. And I can't tell you why, because I don't know.
So I believe all this that we're seeing right now is going to be leading up to the big finale, which won't happen until late summer. And I think very possibly over the Feast of Trumpets. So let's just put that as a guesstimate that the invasion, okay, and I believe this will probably be the coalition of nations that goes with the Gog-Magog invasion that we read about in Ezekiel 38. It also may coincide with the destruction of Damascus, which, by the way, if you continue reading in Isaiah 17, you'll realize that that destruction is going to affect Israel too. There's going to be a lot of people in Israel who are killed, as well as having Damascus destroyed. So whether it's that war or that's going to come later, I don't know. But I have a strong feeling that what we're looking at is the Gog-Magog invasion, that alliance of nations that we already see kind of pulling together. Okay, so let's put the beginning of the end, okay, the real travail, the hard labor at the Feast of Trumpets. And let's just say that it's in this year in 2021.
Okay, so interesting, isn't it? And they both say, don't slaughter, you can slaughter me. I don't mind that. You know, just bear in mind where your fruits of the Spirit are before you comment on these things. Nobody has actually given, this is the rapture date. It's not in the title. It'll be High Watch or something for Rosh Hashanah. Okay, that's probably the best thing, because it is a high watch. There's 3 witnesses. What happens on Rosh Hashanah? You need 2 or more witnesses to witness the moon. Then I thought, okay, 4th of July. Well, that's a tester. Okay, it's in the heavenlies. Tim's vision was in the heavenlies, so I would imagine in the heavenlies. And I went to a few of the things I do. I check out the sky, I check out the moons. There's nothing significant on the 4th of July happening in the moons that I can see. The actual waxing, waning. It's a waning moon on the 4th of July. But I did find on Stellarium the sun is in Gemini and on the 4th. And the moon is in Cetus, okay? All day. Gemini means clothed in the flesh, and Cetus means great fish Jonah, okay? Now there's another explanation to that in a minute. Jonah in the belly for 3 days. Interesting. Interesting too, one of Tim Henderson's words, as phrases, is in the flesh. Jesus came in the flesh, wrapped in flesh. So that came up and I thought, oh, is this confirming it? This is straight off the drawing board at the moment. For 3 days. And the moon is Taurus as well. Now, I haven't double checked back on that. But when I checked the moon calendar, it said Taurus. And that is equal to the heavens. That is explained in the Bible, not in the Bible, but biblically, as the heavens proclaim the glory of God. Oh, man. Now, I don't know whether this is any more than Tim or Brenda. Do not slate us. Do not slate any of the watchmen, because everybody's trying their best. That's what we call ourselves, watchmen, because we take the time to watch and bring out what we think for your edification and further study. You're all Bereans. Everybody who comments is a Berean because you're watching these YouTube videos. So take it easy on us and we will not fade away. Don't help the enemy to destroy us, to be honest with you. Again, big thank you to Tim and Brenda for allowing me. And again, Tim, if it offends you in any way, please, brother, email me at the disciplecontact@gmail.com and I will certainly take it down. But we've got 3 significant high watch things to be looking at, beginning with the 4th of July, because I no doubt that Tim has visions, because I had a vision. I've no doubt that Brenda is a scholar of the word, because I watch her works. 2 channels I watch, Tim's and Brenda's. No specific order. They come out and they speak to me about what I'm doing and what we should be looking at. So all praises to them. But that's what I found. That's what I found. So it's a short video and I'm going to finish at that. But do join us on the Disciple server, 24/7 church. Okay, we're all around the world. Social media church. The link is in the description. 14 ministries in operation in there. And you can just put I've heard a trumpet, and it'll go to nearly 4,000 people. 3,951 in there at the moment. Do join us there. Do keep in touch with this channel. Do subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Tim Henderson. Subscribe to Brenda Waltner. They are on a playlist. All these videos regarding Rosh Hashanah are on one playlist, which will be in the either a card up here or on the end screen of these videos that I do concerning this. You'll find them. All I can leave you with is don't pin anything. Trust no man. Trust Jesus only. He's here, by the way. That is him. Okay? I'll leave you with, may God bless you, keep you, make his face to shine upon you, and be gracious to you this day and always. Hope we're round that picnic basket very soon. God bless.